I've been married to my wife 19 years. We met at Jamaica Bay Inn, where Jan and Chris would come, and we would all do the crossword puzzle. I would, not only am I a minister, before that I was in television broadcasting, but I also did some stand-up comedy, thinking I wanted to do this. Anyway, so I had more sense of humor than Jan did, and sometimes I would pop off at breakfast. He said, "How can you do this?" You know, I mean, he was funny himself, but he didn't like it when I turned everything into a joke. But he was a marvelous man, and every time my wife would spend time with him, she said, "What a marvelous man, what a nice man." I used to pick him up to take him to breakfast. I said, "How come you aren't driving anymore?" He said, "Because the state of California told me not to." So anyway, so I would pick him up and go to breakfast on Thursdays, and we would listen to KUSC, the classical station. I have a background in classical music, and he did too. And we shared a lot, and I remember hearing a Rossini overture, and Jan said, "You know, Rossini figured it out right away, you know, because all of his overtures sort of sound the same, and ended in Anyway, so we shared this love of classical music. I happen to be a religious person, but not a fanatic. Jan was not a religious person, but not fanatically so. He did not like fundamentalism in any way. He had some physics colleagues that he could not stand because they were locked in, he thought, to a certain way of thinking. And so he did not like that. And I think he liked me because I'm not locked into there's only one way and all this, you know. And I know we have a multi-denominational, multi-religion group, some atheists in the crowd too. I know if you No, but anyway, so why don't we share our experiences of Jan if you want to. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea to stand up and say something, but before I say anything more, I want to call on Chris. And Chris, what would you like to say?
Ladies and gentlemen, my young friends from all over, I am happy to see you. Thank you for coming. Now, when I say something to my closest family, it's nice to see you here. It's something that enters my heart when I see you, because I know the young liked you very much, and we miss him. I miss him very much. What can I say? When I met him, he was a charming man of 58, and I was already 40 and something. And I never thought that you would like me, because there were so many younger women around. But I liked him very much, and he responded. Because he was a very exceptional man with understanding human nature, like very few people. You knew him at a different time of his life, or maybe just very recent, and you will remember him as a very nice, friendly man. For me, he was part of my life that will change very much now, because if he's not here, my life also changes into something darker, something that needs companionship only from him, because a man like him is very difficult to find. Jan was not only a man of education and special love for science, he was also a man who liked people and showed that to them, I think. Everybody here must have some human contact with Jan. forget. And especially myself, of course. And it is very, very lonely when I sit on the end of the house and he is not sitting where he was always sitting. Or at night when I make a bed and I see that half of the bed is empty and it was his place. All of these are known to people who have been to this situation like that. But maybe they were younger. It's one of the things that is very difficult is when you come to an age like I have come, and you become missing the person who made your life really worth living. Because not only my family, my wonderful son and his daughter and wife and Honey, my daughter, and my grandchildren whom I love dearly, and Jan also like very much a lot. But it is really something that some companionship that you cannot appreciate. Maybe it's your life, but when you get older, you feel it and you need it. So my thoughts and my heart goes to Jan, and it goes to everybody who came here to celebrate